Hello everyone and welcome to Past the Post. We're going to go over some of the best racing from around the world, but mostly focusing on the 5th week here in the UAE of thoroughbred and purebred Arabian horse racing. It kicked off at Meydan with its second Dubai Carnival meeting. Affairs got going with the Group 2 Banias for purebred Arabians, a 7-furlong speed test that often goes as a launch pad for bigger and better races down the line. Speaking of launching, that's just what RB Moneymaker and Bernardo Pinheiro did. A pure sprinter coming out of 5 and 6 furlong races from the 8-hole there, never looked back, and won well over Ray Dawson and Mahir. The winner is a 5-year-old and won for the 5th time in 14 starts.
They swing the bend now. RB Moneymaker. Hamad Al Miraz had a great start to the season. Can he continue it on here as well? 2 lengths on. Al Ajaj, who boxes on. Deeper out on the course here. Mahir starts to work into the race with Najim Al Jahama. Mahir is going to make this a race here for RB Moneymaker, who looks to lead all the way. RB Moneymaker leading the way here from Mahir, who continues to edge into the margin, but he might have run out of real estate here. RB Moneymaker continuing on here. RB Moneymaker, a Group 2 winner in the Barney Yas. RB Moneymaker, gate to wire. Mahir Brave in second. Canal de Foss has flashed home into the money.
I won this race last year. Just a pleasure to win back-to-back the race. As I just said in the interview earlier, I rode this horse beginning the season at 5 furlong. They always say he's only a sprinter. The trainer asked me my advice. We make a plan together with this horse, and a couple of weeks later he called me. He said he's handled very well, he improved, and the trainer passed me a lot of confidence, saying that he probably go on the distance. So I use his early speed, that he has for the best, and I'm glad that the horse was fit enough and come to the line.
And you really had to get him out. His post eight, it's not always easy in those middle posts to get them out and get to the spot you want to.
Exactly, especially with the sprinters in a bit long, you have to ride and jump very good. If you miss a bit, you give a chance, they won't come. So I think that's what happened with him in this race last year, that he was one of the favorites. And I was just positive, and I used his early speed as much as I could, and then I just bring him to the line.
The second race of the evening was a maiden for 2-year-olds, which saw some of the possible stars of tomorrow in the thoroughbreds, 165,000 on the line over 6 furlongs. Dark Saffron, a promising son of Flame Away, went to the front and never looked back, winning by almost 5 lengths over African Candy. The well-fancied Undefeated indeed was defeated, finishing back in 3rd, but could be one to watch moving forward. The winner was ridden by Connor Beasley and trained by Ahmed bin Harmish.
They come into the straight. Dark Saffron's got a nice little cheeky break on them here. 3 lengths on the outside, running up into second. Gallant Blade, African Candy, boxes on out wider. He looks a definite threat if he decides to run straight here, but Dark Saffron getting further and further in front. Dark Saffron coming clear here in the late stages, running on into the minor placings. African Candy undefeated when it is all too late. Dark Saffron coming down to the line here, a big winner. Into the past the 16th pole, he's half a dozen clear of African Candy, who runs on well, but Dark Saffron gets the job done.
He's the only one in there with experience. He's put that to good use. The boss and the team back at home have been very happy with him. Obviously he's come forward a leap from Jebel Ali, and just shown there tonight. He was fairly dominant throughout, and showed a good turn of foot without being challenged.
He skipped away there in that crucial moment you have to at Meydan, around the corner, turning for home to sort of put them to bed a bit. It looks like in pedigree, though, he has a bit of stamina along with that speed.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's just natural ability that's getting him through with these. Obviously, it was 1,000 the last day, although we just wanted to get a run into him, a bit of race experience, but stepped up to 1,200 there today. Like you said, there's plenty of stamina in his pedigree, so hopefully he can go forward.
Third race of the night at Meydan was a handicap for 65 to 85 3-year-olds and up thoroughbreds, 175,000 on the line, going 7 furlongs. Gamekeeper, an acquisition this summer in Europe, gave Ahmed bin Harmish and Connor Beasley a natural double in the middle of the card. Sky Racing finished 1-2, with King's Fountain finishing second, also for the Harmish yard. Saif Al-Balushi was aboard the runner-up, and the final margin of victory was 3.5 lengths. Trip to Rome was back in 3rd.
They swing the bend. Tawala leads a half length here. Gamekeeper the outside. 3rd in running here. Condor Passer coming off their back now for a run at them was Fall of Rome and deeper out Atlantic Sky. Taking over the running now in the late stages, Gamekeeper, Tawala beaten out the outside there, running on in the late stages, Trip to Rome, and working through the late stages as well, King's Fountain. Sky Racing 1 and 2. What a start to the career here for the juveniles. It's Gamekeeper though who's going to come clear for Connor Beasley, and he's going to go on and win by 3 lengths.
Fourth race of the evening was a 3-year-old conditions over the 1,600 meters or a mile and saw the return of Killer Collect, the Al Bastakia winner. The son of Collect looked very much himself, turning for home, kicking on nicely, and then was able to hold off gas at an improving sort for Michael Costa in second. Bhupat Seymour trained the winner, who was ridden by Ty Gaucher. The final margin of victory was just under a length.
Killer Collect, though, runs into the straight, a narrow leader. Half a length on Garcet, who starts to present. Valdivia next from Garbull. Lord Mountbatten throws up the white flag. Moonshiner comes past him. Guns and Glory, the last one, as Killer Collect comes into the straight and extends away from them. Killer Collect showing his class here in the final 200 metres. He is drawn away 4 lengths on Garcet, who tries to make chase. Valdivia, Garbull trying to run into the minor placings here. Killer Collect from Garcet. Killer Collect, Garcet trying very, very hard here. Killer Collect, though, with enough in hand, and Killer Collect's going to go on and win by a length. Garcet very tough in second. They have streeted Garbull in third.
Dirt is a whole no prisoner surface, as you know, and he was just about ready to start, but I was drawn 7 to 7. It was either be 4 deep in the wind or go across the rail. I'm aware he wants further, but I'm also aware that he was a couple of work short. So he's a high-class horse. I think you'll see the best of him going 2 turns, and you know, he's a great mind, great attitude, and a great example from Lynn Lodge stud Breeze Up Sail here in Dubai. So I wouldn't mind having a few more like him.
And I was turning for home. He's got a bit of a kick on there. He showed that last year. Get a little leg wear in the end?
Yeah, he got a bit tired. I needed the wire when it came now, but as he showed there last year when he had a duel from the head of the straight all the way to the wire with Autobahn, he's not one to get into a fight with, and even though I was getting tired and crying enough, I always felt he was just doing enough to hold on.
The feature of the second meeting of the Dubai Carnival, the listed Dubai Creek Mile, is the first step on the road to the Group 2 $1 million Godolphin Mile, and was won in gritty fashion by Mestri, who was met at the top of the lane by Walk of Stars, headed in mid-stretch, and beat him on the line by 3/4 of a length. Karib was back in third. Ben Cohen was aboard the winner. Michael Costa trains for His Highness Sheikh Aqab bin Rashid Al Maktoum.
So down the side they travel in the listed Dubai Creek Mile, and it is Mestri the leader. Walk of Stars starts to present here, a length away from the leader. Desert Wisdom is the first one to be shaken along and drops the bit from El Tardik, who looks a little bit beaten here. He needs to find from Cardiff, then came Dahabi, Made in Dubai, and Artif. It's Mestri the leader. Mestri kicking away here by 3 lengths. Walk of Stars out after him now. Walk of Stars starting to really get into his stride here. Mestri on tired legs. Walk of Stars the outside, starting to level up the outside. Walk of Stars coming to the outside of Mestri. Mestri fighting back from Walk of Stars. Walk of Stars, could it be Mestri up the inside. Mestri stays off Walk of Stars. Mestri takes the Dubai Creek Mile.
Another highly anticipated race followed in the 1,900-meter Thunder Snow Handicap, a race that could be a stepping stone to bigger and better things down the line. For 85 to 105 rated horses, this one was run by La Reche, a horse who has shown an affinity for Meydan, winning well under Sylvester de Sousa for Musaba Al Mahari. Syed for the Costiard was back in second, with another Al Bastakia winner, Go Soldier Go, finishing third.
As they get past the 400-metre peg, La Reche with the weight advantage on Syed is a narrow leader. Syed tries to continue on. La Reche from Syed as they come down inside the 250. Go Soldier Go third. It's La Reche, though, getting the better of Syed here in the final stages. La Reche under Silvestre de Sousa with the 53 kilos. He put the riding on the wall 2 weeks ago, down in grade, and with the 53 on his back, has run them ragged here tonight. La Reche by 2.5 beats home Syed. Go Soldier Go. It would have been the best part of 15 lengths to 4.
The gate is a big payoff here, and you know, when you get a low gate, and he's a bit low from his stats, but I managed to get him out and travel in the front end really nicely. They was going too hard to me, and I knew I'll pick the leads up with the weight he carries, you know. And yeah, he's a nice horse. He's an improving horse, and as we see from his previous running, he ran very well, you know.
He's a horse that I noticed that you were just sitting, trying to keep him close, but not too close, so he go too fast?
Yes, absolutely. You cannot burn him out because he's he's about 16 hands. You know, he's still a bit in the weak side, and there's a bit more to improve of him. And we do like him, and you know, probably the further he goes, the better he can be. You know.
You've had a really good relationship so far this season with Musaba. How's it going for you personally? You enjoying it, being back and riding all these dirt races, getting all that kickback?
Yeah, it's not easy to ride in the dirt. You know, it's everything different. And when you used to ride in England and more patient races, over here you have to be a bit more streetwise. And but it's all about the horses, and they do the work for you, and you just have to try to not interfere with them, you know, and let them do and let them enjoy. And we enjoy race, and I love to ride nice horses.
And the nightcap at Meydan was the Dubai Islands and Meydan for 2-year-old fillies over 7 furlongs, looking at some possible UAE Oaks stars of tomorrow. And this one was won in scintillating fashion by Arigato Gozaimasu, beating out Flame of Sunshine and Ruby Hamilton, the well-fancied favorite, back in third. The final margin of victory was 8 lengths, with another 9 lengths back to Ruby Hamilton. Bernardo Pinheiro was aboard for Salam bin Gader and His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum.
It's Arigato Gozaimasu from Flame of Sunshine, who's really trying to close the margin now, just wants to lay in the straight. It's a replay of the last race from 2 weeks ago, Pinheiro and O'Shea, but Arigato Gozaimasu is going clear. Arigato Gozaimasu's put half a dozen here on Flame of Sunshine. Running into the minor placings here was Ruby Hamilton, but it is going to be all Arigato Gozaimasu for Salam bin Gader. Takes out the last race, and Bernardo Pinheiro bookends the card. 6.5 lengths on the line, beats home Flame of Sunshine.
Yeah, we was confident. We know she's a very nice filly. All the team, we was a bit worried, to be fair. We was a bit worried about the distance. Have to rush them to be ready for the first meetings. 7 furlong, you know, she just has a trial at 4 furlong in Jebel Ali, and after that a gallop on the 5 furlong. So it was still a question mark. We know she has a quality, but you know, 2 years old, a baby's a baby. But she showed her class, and I'm just glad to be on.
With a filly with this much speed, and you know that the 7 furlongs is a lot to ask for, Scott. Where do you kind of take your breathers? Where do you fill her up at?
You know, she jumps good. I kick her to go. You know, the track today is fast, so we use that in our favor with the draw 1. And after 300 meters, 400 meters, she started to relax. Yeah. When she switched the legs, entered the turn, I felt that she really relaxed, enjoyed the pace, enjoyed the turn. So I let she come to the straight well, switch the legs, and then I asked for her. She just gave me all her best again.
So much speed to her. Obviously the miles probably within range, winning at 7 furlongs today. But how far do you think she can go?
Well, we see how she improves at home.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky, but I have a good hope on her. I think she can go further.
We head over to the capital for the second meeting of the weekend at Abu Dhabi Equestrian Club, kicking off with Purebred Arabian action, 0 to 70 rated 7 furlong handicap affair. This one saw more of the same we've seen in the past, with Khalid Khalifa Al Nabuda's Black Silks winning well with Tygo Shea and Ernst Ertel. 3/4 of a length back to Munir in second with Sylvester de Sousa from Majid Al Johori, and AJS Naifa was back in third.
AF Mathakil from Munir, AJS Naifa, AF Mathakil getting the better here in the late stages. AF Mathakil from Munir coming down to the line. AF Mathakil taking the first. Munir second.
The second race of the evening was a non-winners 2 for 3-year-old Purebred Arabians, the very young sorts, over the 1,600-meter right turn mile. 66,000 was on the line, as Rasasi in those black and gold colors of Arastamana Racing won this nicely by over 3 lengths, beating out Zephyr. Ben Cohen was aboard for Ahmed Al-Baherbi. As always, whenever you see these black diamonds, this horse is one to possibly watch. Rahiba was back in third. The third race of the evening was a 0 to 100 rated Purebred Arabian handicap 4-year-olds and up, 66,000 on the line, and also going that same 1,600-meter mile. ES Sudani, a horse who has always shown a bit of talent, got it back in the W column with Bernardo Pinheiro and with another win on the weekend. Salam Al-Marar trains this one, who won by a length and a half over RB Lock and Load, with Cosmos de Faust back in third. KSL City was aboard the runner-up, with Audrey DeVries aboard the third horse. The fourth race of the evening was a handicap for 0 to 62 rated 4-year-old not Purebred Arabian, 70,000 on the line, and one circuit around the course we got 2,200 meters. This one was a bit of a surprise as M.H. Rahi showed a nice turn of foot, turning for home, slicing down between horses and beating out Nashwan and Dastor. Alejandra de Silva was aboard for Elise Jean, giving her her first win of the season. The fifth race of the evening was a 4-year-old conditions over that same 11 furlongs or 2,200 meters for Purebred Arabians and 66,000 on the line. This one saw one of the best horses in the UAE, HM Al Shaheen, a horse who won easily by nearly 6 lengths and now may go on to the His Highness the President Cup Group 1 affair. Audrey de Vries was aboard for Halal Al-Alawi, and Jude was back in second, with Shamika back in third. The last 2 races of the day at Abu Dhabi were for the thoroughbreds, kicking off with a handicap for 0 to 100, 3-year-olds and upward. Asasi got Michael Costa another win on the weekend. This French bred won well under Ray Dawson, who was the second choice in the yard, as Ben Cohen and Kafaf actually came in third. In the middle of that sandwich was Stormy Ocean in second, with a final margin of victory being 2.5 lengths. And the nightcap in the capital was the Al Qatar Oasis, a non-winners of 2, 3-year-old and up thoroughbred affair, 66,000 on the line, and back to that 1 mile distance. Agro Point finally got it back in the W column, a horse who had often finished in the money but never quite got there. The Son of Dubabi was ridden by Danny Tudhope, leading rider in the country for Musab Al Mahari. Tohoku, a winner over this course and distance, was back in second, with Tabdil in third for Michael Costa. And the last meeting of the 3-meeting weekend here in the UAE was over at Sharjah on Sunday afternoon. Kicking off at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, this was a handicap for 0 to 65 Purebred Arabians down the straight in a quick 1,000 meters, and it was a tight one, as Jab Tawakul with Kais Al Busaidi for Irfan Alahi beat out Ocelot and Rabdan Al Hossein. The runner-up was ridden by Abdulaziz Al Balushi with Oscar Chavez on the third horse.
Up in front it is Jab Tawakul. Jab Tawakul fighting. Jab Tawakul will stick on and win.
The same connections came back in the next race as Irfan Alahi trained Jap Mabroka won the maiden for 4-year-olds and up, UAE bred, Purebred Arabians, 40,000 on the line and 6 furlongs is the distance, but this one was a rout, winning by more than 9 lengths over Damir. Sylvester de Sousa was aboard the runner-up. Hazem Al Wathba completed the top 3 for Khalifa Al Niyadi.
Jap Mabroka still going strong here under Royston French as Irfan Alahi looks for an early double on the card, and this has almost been put to bed here. Jap Mabroka, he's clear by 7 or 8 lengths. He got the winning break from Hazem Al Wathba. AF Shatana running on from the back here. AF Ahadatni, but Jap Mabroka, he did not see another horse the entire way. Jap Mabroka comes clear. Jebel Ali Palace with the first 2 on our Sunday. Damir second across from Hazem Al Wathba and AF Shaitana.
The feature on the day was the His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan Cup, with 100,000 dirhams on the line, a handicap for 0 to 90 rated UAE bred Purebred Arabians. This one was won by just under a length by Fadia Al Wathba. Abdulaziz Al Balushi was aboard for Majid Al Johori, winning by 3/4 of a length over AF Yabarhin. AF Nafith was back in third.
AF Yabaran from Jap Orcott. AF Yabaran, the near side, sticking on here and gets to a narrow lead. From over on the far side, Jap Orcott, Badron by Nuna, and running on late as well was Naja, but it is all AF Yabaran. AF Yabaran coming clear here in the final stages. Out of the ground late for Fadia Al Wathba. Fadia Al Wathba from nowhere, storms home, bombs him and wins. Fadia Al Wathba beats home AF Yabaran.
The fourth race of the afternoon was a 0 to 62 4-year and up UAE bred Purebred Arabian handicap, 40,000 on the line over the 1 circuit 8.5 furlong distance. This one saw Bernardo Pinheiro and Kay Saboud, a fruitful partnership, win this dominantly by nearly 20 lengths with Mo Badir. Yes Nasser was back in second, with Aaron Al Namir back in third.
Mobadir comes into the straight for Bernardo Pinheiro, the best part of 4 or 5 clear of Malik Al-Iz, who tries to make chase. AR Al-Nima then came next to him running ES Nasir, Sugar by Nuna continuing to paddle on, but this is over. All over Barber shouting. Mobadir continues on. Mobadir drawing away by the best part of 10 lengths. This will be a dozen lengths at the line. Mobadir coming clear to win. Mobadir here for Case Abood takes out the 4th event, and the margin on the line would be the best part of 12 or 13.
The 5th race of the afternoon at Sharjah was a handicap for 0 to 70 UAE-bred Pure Arabians, and that was 40,000 on the line, and a marathon 2,000-meter distance with a long run into that first turn. Merhiba Al Wathba gave Yas Racing yet another big run on the season. Jean-Claude Pacou trains this one. Oscar Chavez was in the saddle with a 7.5-length victory. Al Motamen was back in second with Alejandro de Silva for Ernst Artel, with Hawa Fez and Bernardo Pinheiro in third.
Travelling the better, Merhib Al Wathba, as Oscar Chavez sends him into the straight here. A narrow leader on AFL Motaman, Hawa Fez, and also AFL Farek are starting to feel the pinch after sitting wide in the run and coming clear now in the late stages. Merhib Al Wathba, it was a cushy run in transit. He wants to lay out here and head towards the outside running rail. Oscar Chavez whipped to the right, straightens him up, and away he goes. Merhib Al Wathba, Yas Racing picks up another for the afternoon.
And the lone thoroughbred race of the evening was the nightcap, of course, the Longines Mini Dolce Vita. This one was 1,700 meters or 8.5 furlongs for 0 to 75 rated thoroughbreds, 40,000 on the line, and saw Ahmed bin Harmish get yet another win on the weekend. This one with his stable jockey Connor Beasley and Izaj. Winning by a length, he beat out Maputo, as well as Chef de Partie, who was another 4.5 lengths back in third.
They straighten up for home here as they make their way into the straight here. Gap opens up for Chef de Partie to come through, but Izaj has got a break on them, along with Maputo, Ranchero. Chef de Partie now out trying to run down the running rail, but it's Izaj the leader. Izaj coming away here from Maputo. Chef de Partie and Ranchero can do no more. Izaj under the top weight, 62 kilos, no problem. A length and a tail to Maputo.
Now let's take a look at the UAE standings for the championship. Among the owners, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is leading all with 12 and a 25% strike rate. His Highness Sheikh Mansour's Yas Racing is right behind with 9, Khalid Khalifa Al Nabuda with 8, Al Azran Stables with 6, and Sheikh Saeed bin Maktoum Al Maktoum with 5, including 2 at Sharjah. Among the trainers, Michael Costa mimics His Highness Sheikh Ahmed's 12 with his 25% strike rate as well. Ernst Artel, a multiple champion trainer in the past, has 9, and he is tied with Usaba Al-Maheri, who has a 21% strike rate. Abdallah Al-Hamadi has 6, and Hamad Al-Marar is the shocking one in there with 6 wins as well, from only 18 starts for a 33% strike rate. And among the jockeys, Connor Beasley had 4 wins this week and now goes up to the number 1 spot with 9 victories overall this season. Danny Tudhope also has 9, but 7 seconds as opposed to Connor's 9. Danny Tudhope was striking at a nice 19% though. Multiple champion jockey Tygo Shea has 8 victories with a whopping 14 seconds, but over $1 million dirhams leading all in prize money. Bernardo Pinheiro is back there with 8, Sylvester de Sousa also with 8. Now let's take a look at some international bonus footage. One of the biggest races anywhere in the world all year long is the Japan Cup. Usually some of the top-rated horses go into this race, and we had a huge field, including King George winner Goliath, horses who had been to Dubai before like Stars on Earth, Do Deuce, Danam Beluga, and others, as well as one of the world's top horses, Auguste Rodin, a 6-time Group 1 winner. In the end, Do Deuce went to post as the favorite, 13-10, and delivered thusly, beating out Shin Emperor, a flying 3-year-old up the inside, recovering from his arc run nicely to finish in a dead heat for second with Durezza. Servinia, the second choice, was back in fourth. We also had Goliath finishing second, who may or may not go on to the Hong Kong Cup. Auguste Rodin, in his career finale, finished 8th.
700 meters to run in the Japan Cup of 2024. Durezza's in front. Durezza can stay all day. Can he stay the 2400 from this position? Running second, Stars on Earth. Shin Emperor still there. Sol Oriens. Trevinia chimes in. Here comes De Deuce. Deuce down the outside along with Auguste Rodin. Back to the inside, Goliath picking up, but it is Deuce. Take goes to the front, fighting back on the inside. Duretsa, Chivinia's running in as well, and also Stars on Earth in front. It's Deuce and Duretsa flashing home late up on the inside with a huge run is Shin Emperor. It's Deuce. Shin Emperor is absolutely flying but won't get there. Deuce wins the Japan Cup. Maybe Shin Emperor second.
Now let's look at what's coming up this week. Once again, we have 3 meetings on the weekend in our 6th week of racing here in the UAE. Al-Ain has another meeting on 29th, Jebel Ali on this Saturday the 30th, and Abu Dhabi we go back to the capital on Sunday, December 1st. We thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great holiday weekend here in the UAE, and hope to see you here next week on Past the Post. And in the meantime, may all your photo finishes be winning one.